Hey y'all, it's TxStampin Sharon, ready for another Stampin' Live with Sharon. It is Thursday night. What's today? April 8th, and it is 7 p.m. Central. I'm super excited to share my project with y'all today. If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. I know that a lot of you are already logged in and are chatting with each other. We just have this fun little community where stampers can gather and get to know each other more and find out where they're from and all of that. So it's super fun. I invite you to join us live on Thursday nights and get to know some of the other stampers that are joining me every Thursday night. So there you go. If you're watching the replay, I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that I teach you a thing or two. I think I do have some tricks tonight to share. I always love to share tips and tricks to help you guys with your stamping. Just want to make sure that everything is good to go on my end. My internet went out earlier and I was like, no, don't you do that to me. Always on the night that we're doing the lives or I'm doing my mystery stamping on Mondays, it's always a little nerve-wracking, especially when I heard that some of the other platforms have been out all afternoon. I was like, don't let that happen to YouTube. So we're going to be making some shaker cards tonight. I'm actually going to make two different types of shaker cards. I love to do shaker cards. I think it's super fun. And I know that my grandkids love to get them. They just shake, shake, shake. So I'm really happy with one of them that I came up with because I thought, I don't think he can shake the confetti out. So we'll see. We'll see if he can do it or not. So hello, Deborah. Hi, Hilda. Hello, Makeba. Oh, I just love seeing all of my friends on here. Michelle Batson is on here and she is my moderator. You will see a little blue wrench by her name. So as I'm demonstrating, if you have a question, you can type the @ sign and start typing her name, and then you can ask her a question and she'll see it. It'll pop up. Sometimes, like right now, we have 113 people. So if 113 people are typing, sometimes she might miss it. But if you'll type her name, she'll see your message. So Michelle loves helping everybody, and I love for her to help me too, because it kills me not to watch the chat and see what you guys are saying. I'm like, what are they saying? I want to hear. But I'm here to teach you something. And like I said, I hope I teach you some new tricks to make shaker cards. But I set the computer aside and then I let Michelle take over while I'm demonstrating. So as you are watching the replay, or even those of you that are joining me live, if you've not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that. You can do that below the video. And if you'll hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when I go live or when I upload a video here on YouTube. So YouTube allows us to share creativity and inspiration, and I love that. So, oh, y'all are seeing my blouse. Oh, Donna heard the doggie in the background. That was Stella. She barks at the door when she wants to be let out, and my husband is out on the patio enjoying our lovely weather. I think it got up to 93 today, so that's super fun. That's my kind of weather. And yes, I have on, this is not a new blouse. I've worn it before, but you know, a little bit more springy, summery kind of feeling because it was pretty warm outside. So, hello, my kinds from Tennessee. Oh my gosh, I just love this. Hello, Angela. Hi, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. I'm glad you love my blouse too. So, hello, Samantha. Yeah, I just love it when you guys are on here. I agree, Samantha. Michelle does a great job helping you guys while I'm busy stamping and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around, and I will sadly set the computer aside. I will try to glance at it as I'm stamping in case I might want to see what y'all are saying. Okay. Oh, Bay says that 93 is too hot for her. It's my kind of weather. I get that in my convertible and I put the top down and we go for a ride. We're gonna go for a drive this weekend. I'll just say this really quick, to see the bluebonnets. So in Texas, it's a big thing, just fields of bluebonnets, and there's only a short window where they are available to go and look. And it's a big deal to put your grandkids in the picture, in the bluebonnets, and take pictures. So if y'all are on my newsletter list, you might be seeing baby Baylor in the bluebonnets, just saying. If you want to subscribe to my newsletter list, you can do that below the video. Just right below the video where it has my name and the title of the video, there is a show more, or does it say read more? Let's see what it says today. Show more, just click on the word show more. A drop down will come down. You will be able to see where to go on my blog for tonight's free download that I have with the measurements for my projects. Do we want to talk about my printer today? I probably shouldn't, but I need to tell you. I was going to print it and have it here so you could see what it looked like. Printer died, the ink died. So it's a brand new printer. My husband drove all over the place. I looked everywhere online. Can't get the cartridges until next week. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. What am I going to do without a printer? But anyway, on my blog, which there is a link below the video, you will find the free download, so if you can make these shaker cards on your own, and also you can join my newsletter list, things like that. So let's switch the cameras. Oh, look what I have. I have the new catalog that starts in May. I can't show you inside, but boy, I'm getting my pre-order tomorrow and I can't wait. I've done a pre-order walkthrough before, and I would love to do that again. If you guys are interested, let me know if you want to see the goodies that I ordered and why I ordered them. I usually try to order with intent, not just, ooh, that's pretty kind of thing. But if you want a new catalog, if you are one of my customers and you have placed an order in the past year, you will get one of these automatically. But if you're not, if you're new to me and you live in the United States, I can't ship a catalog outside of the United States. Unfortunately, I know we have some people from Australia on tonight, but you can also see the link below the video to go to my blog and request a copy of the catalog. And it's a secure link, so don't worry about you're giving out your mailing information and things like that. So let's talk about my shaker card that we're going to do tonight. Look at all the little confetti. I don't think that my grandson will be able to shake these out, but look how fun this is. So I'm going to share with you 3 different ways to do a shaker card. I'm going to share 3 different shaker cards, but 2 different ways to do it. So this way is our first one. And I'm using the clear envelopes from Stampin' Up. These are just clear, medium-sized envelopes, and they have a little self-adhesive closure here. So that's going to be key for our shaker parts, our shaker parts. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to adhere my designer series paper. Let's just talk about these papers. They're retiring. April is the last month to get these, and it's killing me, especially the ice cream papers. I just think they're fun and bright and so fun, especially like for shaker cards for the little grandkids. And so yeah, all these designer series papers are retiring. So if you still need some papers, I highly recommend that you visit my store and get some. Let me get my little silicone mat here. We're going to get our adhesive started. But there's other things that are retiring too. Are you kidding me? It ran out. Hold on. We'll grab another one. Oh my goodness gracious. Of course, was the one thing I didn't check before I went live. If this was a video, I'd be editing this out. Oh boy. Okay, hang on. We're getting it. I checked everything. Do I have everything ready? Am I nice and organized? Yeah. Nope, I wasn't. Didn't check the adhesive. Guess that means I've been doing a lot of stamping lately. So we're just going to use the regular seal instead of the Seal Plus, which is fine. We'll still get our card made. Oh boy. Okay. So I'm mounting this on my Rich Razzleberry. You know, the in colors are also colors that are, not that Rich Razzleberry is an in color, but the in colors are also going away. So just be mindful of that. So I have created my card, and then now I'm going to take and I'm going to slide this inside of my, hold on, what did I do wrong? Did I not measure that right? Yes, I did. Okay, so I'm gonna slide this down inside of my envelope, and then I'm gonna grab the fun ice cream cone corner sprinkles. There's a lot in here, and I love how these things feel. I don't know, they almost feel like rubber, but they're not, so super fun. So now I'm going to just take, and we're gonna add some in here. I don't wanna pour it because I might dump the whole thing. So just see if we can do it this way. Let's see how we're doing. I like a lot of sprinkles, but you can put in there as many as you want. There we go, that's good. And then I'm just gonna peel the back off of this little sealer thing, and then close that up really good. I'm gonna move this out of the way. I might spill it, that'd make a mess. Okay, so now we have the beginnings of our shaker card. And I'm going to take, and I'm just folding this piece back a little bit. And that good old Scotch tape comes in handy for keeping this down. Let's just see that little grandson get into this. He'll have to rip the card apart to get those sprinkles out. So see, now it's all nice and tight, and I've got my sprinkles. Okay, so I have my card base, and I'm actually gonna use some tear and tape to attach this because I don't want it to come apart. So I think this is really the first time I've ever made a shaker card like this. And I was like, what took me so long? This is super easy, but I'm gonna show you the other way that I do love to make shaker cards. Do y'all love shaker cards? I do. I just love, I think people of all ages love shaker cards. Just throw that thing away. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my Take Your Pick tool, love this thing, and I'm gonna remove the backing from that. I mean, this is super easy. I was like, I'm gonna have to make 2 cards. It won't even be worth their while to jump on with me live if I only make this 1 card, because it is so easy. Let's see, I'm picking up my, I like to do that burnishing to make it really stick where I want it to. Okay, so is that Myrtle? You will not see my blog post until I'm done with the live, because I like to put this video on my blog and I'm not done with the video yet. So after I'm done, you'll have to jump over, you know, give me 5 hot minutes. It doesn't take long for it to post, but just give me a few minutes after the live is over and you can hop over to my blog. I sure am glad I looked up and saw that. and get that download that I was talking about. So I'm gonna start this here. We're just gonna add some seal. And then we're gonna pop this on the inside. There we go. And that's just the basic white. We've got lots of room to write our message. And now we're gonna decorate the outside. I know that y'all hang on to strips of designer series papers. We've talked about that before. So I'm gonna take the double oval punch. I have figured out I wasn't using this punch very much, but I loved how I did it with this. I mean, it's meant to, you know, like stamp your sentiment, punch it, and then have a mat. We're going to we're going to punch out one of the ice cream cones. Like that. So fun. And when you cut this in strips like this, I'm punching, but where this part of the punch is, I'm not wasting any designer series paper. So when you cut, whenever you have a dual punch like this, have strips, and then that way you're not wasting any paper, especially that designer series papers. So while we have our strips out, I also have a strip of the rich razzleberry, and I'm gonna punch that. If you had like a bigger piece of rich razzleberry, you might end up punching more. So I'm really meant to have a bigger piece to show y'all, but you don't want to waste. So just have strips, and then that way you don't waste any paper. I see that somebody thinks it's a cute shaker card. Thank you. Guess what I punched? I punched my layer. This was supposed to be my layer for my mat. This was my strip to punch. Oh, good gosh. I'm so glad I'm amongst friends. Oh, how funny. How funny. Okay, I need this to be 1 1/4. Yeah, let's do it this way. 3. My mat was 3, so yeah, 3 1/2. I have to remember all my measurements. 3 1/2 by 1 1/4. Too funny. Are y'all laughing at me? I bet you are. I would. I'm laughing at myself. Oh gosh. All right, let's bring all of our pieces back in. So now I'm gonna take and put some adhesive on the back of my ice cream layer. And we're just gonna push this down right here. And then let's do some stamping for my mat that I cut out. Oh goodness, loving the rich razzleberry. We're gonna use that for our sentiment. And we do need to put this on. By the way, these paper piercing mats are available on my website. They are not in a catalog. This was an item that when Stampin' Up! Didn't put it in the previous catalog, we lost our minds. We're like, you have to have it with the photopolymer. So they brought it back as just on the website. All right, my camera is right there, so let's see how I do. If I stamp crooked, y'all have to forgive me. Let's see how I did. Not too bad. Okay. Close that up so I don't make a mess. Let's see, Cindy says it's not a boo-boo, it's known as a learning experience. I just can't believe I cut that. I was like, wait, where's my mat? Oh yeah, I just punched it. Too funny. I do paper saving tricks all the time, but that was a little much. All right, so we're gonna just add this here. And then we're gonna bring back our tear and tape again, because we're sticking it to this plastic, and we don't want it to pop off. Or wait, did I use, nope, I used dimensionals to hold it up. We want a good adhesive, so we're gonna add dimensionals to the back. And to the back of our little ice cream. I know, I was so excited that that punch fit that little ice cream cone. I will tell you, that punch will still be available. It is not retiring. Let's see, take these all off. It's so sad when it's this time of year and things retire. It's like, no, no, not that. No, not that. Oh, really? That? But then they bring fun things back in and we soon forget the things that they took away. All right, so we're gonna add this right here. And then we're gonna add our little ice cream cone. How cute is that, right? Look at that little shaker. Have y'all ever made one like this? Okay. All right, let's make another one. Let's see how I do on that card. See if I messed that one up. So this is the stamp set I use, by the way. And for my next card, I'm bringing in a stamp set called Happy Thoughts. If you do not have this stamp set, please get it because it is not carrying over. It is a fabulous stamp set that you can use for sentiments on the outside and on the inside. We have needed a stamp set like this forever, and it's not going to be continued. We are all petitioning to have this brought back like the paper piercing mat because it is a fabulous stamp set. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'll show you the card. I'll show you the card first. So this little shaker is more of a traditional way made with the window sheet, but look at this card. Look how long it is. I extended it. So I had to show you this card because I made it so different, but yeah, we're gonna make this one. So because of my window sheet, I've already cut it out, and I cut it out with the layering ovals dies. These are retiring. They're gonna kill me. How am I gonna make more shaker cards? Gotta come up with something else. But these are retiring, but I did choose to cut out. Let me just show you how I did it. So I cut out with the scalloped oval and then the non-scalloped oval. And I cut out that window sheet to fit it perfectly, okay? I used the same die. And I want to go ahead and add some liquid glue on here. Get that off. So that this will kind of set while we're making the rest of our card. And I'm trying not to put a whole lot. You do not want to get liquid glue on the window sheet. You just about cannot get it off. So let's just avoid having it on there in the first place. And these little dots that look a little globby, that's a technical term in case y'all needed to know that. I'm gonna kind of smear them out some. I don't want them to squish. Squish, that's a good word. That's a normal word, right? Okay. No, Antoinette, Happy Thoughts is not carrying over. We all need to send Stampin' Up! A message. It is a great, Stampin' Up! Please carry over the Happy Thoughts stamp set because it is fabulous and it's a great set. And nothing's even close to it to replace it. So see how I have added that. So I'm just gonna set that aside while we make the rest of our card. And I have all my layers. No, Linda, let's not boycott them. Let's talk to them. Okay, so again, you're gonna get, after the live is over, you're gonna get the measurements to this, but it's a typical kind of a Z fold, all right? It was 4, but I cut it 4 inches, not 4 1/4. And I'll tell you why. When you cut up designer series paper, if you will cut it at 4 inches by 4 inches, you get more bang for your designer series paper buck, right? So this is 4 inches by 4 inches, okay? So I cut my cardstock at 4 inches across, and then I added an extra piece of cardstock that's going to give me that extension, okay? So what we're gonna do first is we're going to line this up. We're just gonna place all this in here, and then this is gonna fold over, okay? So I'm going to adhere the designer series paper to my cinnamon cider. Like, what's the name of that color? Cinnamon cider. A crafter boycott, that will never happen. I know, we can't boycott them, but we sure can send them a message and say, please, even if you own it, a new stamper won't have it yet, and they need it. They need it. We all need it. Okay, so let's just make sure I'm not talking too much and I've got this right. Yep, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to adhere just the flap, just this part. So I'm lining this up on the side, and I'm going to add some adhesive. Giving that a good rub. My bone folder out, good creases. And then I have another piece of designer series paper to finish off that. So let me just zoom in a little bit. I want y'all to see this. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna add some adhesive to the back of this. Oh, I'm gonna miss this paper. I've made so many things with it. I just want to get everything all lined up. There we go. And see, now I made an extension. It's too cute. I'm going to take this pattern of designer series paper, and I'm going to put it on the inside. I agree, Pam. Happy Thoughts has some great sentiments. Oh, shoot. I put that down wrong. Okay, how many of y'all remember my hot air trick? Shouldn't have put so much adhesive. I am exhaling on my paper. I know that sounds really bad on the camera. Okay, I want this to line up all the way over here. There we go. Okay, so now I have a piece of basic white, and I don't want it to show over here, so I'm just kind of closing that and making sure where I want to put it. Set that right there, and now I have plenty of room to write, but I've also got a little finished edge over here, and I thought that was fun. Okay, so now let's do our shaker. We're going to get our little confetti out again. I've got an oval that I cut out with the layering ovals. Darth Vader in the house. I bet it did sound like that. Oh, goodness. So I wanted, I couldn't use the large happy birthday from the ice cream set for this type. So that's why I pulled out Happy Thoughts. I got to use this as much as I can before they do away with it. I'm just thinking maybe I should buy a bunch of them and sell them to people when they're looking for a great stamp set. Just kills me. Just kills me. Okay. So I'm going to be using, this is my favorite thing to use when I'm making shaker cards. And these are the foam adhesive strips. And, you know, when you get the pack, you go, wow, there's not that much on there. There's a lot on there. So these are great. We still will have these. They're not going to go anywhere. So that's good to know. So I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to add my adhesive. And I'm going to stick. You missed the hot air trick? It works really good. If you put adhesive down where you don't want it, you can use your hot air. I mean, I have hot air. I don't know if anybody else does, but you can exhale on it like that and have yourself, you know, it just pulls that adhesive right off. I did that on my card hacks video. What was that? 2 weeks ago? You can still see that video here on my YouTube channel. I just went through and gave a bunch of hacks. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just putting the foam strips along the edge. I'm just shaping it to my oval. And you do want to press down. You want to meet it all the way. And what I do is I take and kind of bend that. I don't know if y'all can see. But I just kind of bend that right there. And then I take my snips. Where did they go? Uh-oh. I took my snips away. Let's see. Oh, here's a pair. I'm glad you love the hot air trick, Donna. Okay, and I'm going to snip really close to that, okay? Because I don't want my little confetti pieces to get out of there. So really press that down. And then we want to take off this backing like that. And then we're going to put our confetti pieces in. Heather told some people in your craft class about the hot air trick. They laughed that an accountant was giving away craft tricks. You know, accountants love to craft. Accountants, attorneys, you know, you don't have to be just a crafter. All right, let's see how this is looking. We want to be able to read our happy birthday. Don't put too many in there. Okay, so remember our little piece that we took care of at the beginning. It has had plenty of chance to dry and get all set up for us. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my liquid glue. Nope, I don't have to. I've pulled out the backing, so this is all sticky. And now I can just place this right over. Whoops, straight. Do it straight. Really pressing down. And I kind of moved just a little bit, but there we go. Super fun. Okay, so our first card was this one. And then we have this one, little shaker cards. And then I told you I had 3 cards to show you. So here is the third one. Look at all those shakers. So on this one, I'll just tell you what I did. It's the same paper, okay? I cut it, and then I made a frame with my paper trimmer. You guys have seen me do that before. And I used a bigger piece of the window sheet like I did here. And I actually put my sentiment on the inside and put the window sheet on the top. And I put the foam strips along the edge, and I put some on the top and some on the bottom. But just a fun shaker card. Some of them kind of escaped in between. So there's that, but I still think it's fun. Do y'all love them? I hope you do. I hope that you enjoyed all of my versions of shaker cards, because I love shaker cards. People of all ages love to get shaker cards. And like I said, give me a few minutes after the live is over and I will have my blog go live and you can go get the measurements. You know, I've decided that having a download for you guys on my blog, whether it's with my video or with my live, now not mystery stamping, I don't do it for mystery stamping. That way, as I'm talking and I might make a mistake and tell you the wrong size or something, I don't want you to make a mistake. I don't want you to have, you know, wasted paper. So by doing these free downloads for you, you know, you don't have to just remember the, you know, like, what video was that kind of thing? But you can print off that download if your printer works like mine doesn't and put it in your binder. So there's that. So, okay, I'm seeing that you guys love them. You said it was really cute. Aw, thanks, Michelle. Yay, I'm so glad. Y'all loved all 3 of them. Yay. Yeah, Virginia, give me just a few minutes, and once YouTube is finished uploading this, I don't understand all the ways it happens, but it just takes a few minutes, and then I can push the button and make my blog go live. So like I said, if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe. If I can help you with any of your Stampin' Up! Supply needs, you can find out how to contact me below the video or go to my store. So, okay, I'm so glad that y'all loved them. And you do know that I go back through and read y'all's chats afterwards, right? Because I can't stand it. I'm missing it all. I'm missing out on it. Oh, Kathy's never made a shaker card, but she's going to give it a try. I hope you do, because they're fun. They're fun to make and they're fun to get. So there you go. Okay. Y'all are so welcome. Okay. Oh yes, you can watch the replay. And I'm so glad that, you know, I feel like after the last 2 weeks where I gave y'all the card hacks that went on for like an hour, and then last Thursday night was the ink pads, like which ink pads to use, and that went on for an hour. I was like, we need a slower night tonight. So that's why even just making 2 cards, I made 2 cards in less than 30 minutes. So once you have all your supplies cut, which you're going to get my free download, you can go cut the supplies, put your cards together, and have some fun shaker cards to give. So, okay. Have a great, oh, let's see. Kathy says, did you say that the DSP is available only until April? Oh, okay. You're right. The ice cream one, you know what? You're right. That one is in the mini. Sometimes I forget which papers. The designer series papers that's in the annual catalog expire in April. I'm so glad I saw that comment. The other ones that are in the mini will last through June. So sorry about that. You know, this is the first time they've done that to us, have one catalog start in May and the other one end in June. But they're trying to get on a different cycle. So next year, I'm assuming everything will end in May and we won't have that confusion. But yeah, make sure you check the items that are on my store for the ones that are like, I think it says last chance. Those are the papers that are retiring. So, oh, so glad I saw that. Sorry about that, Kathy. Yay, y'all enjoyed it. Oh, Linda wants to know, how was my COVID shot? Shot was on Friday. I had the chills and fever all night Saturday night. Woke up Sunday, new woman. So thanks for asking, Linda. Yes, and I will see you guys on Monday, back with Mystery Monday. If you are new and you don't know what we're talking about, Mystery Monday is where I give you clues to make a card, and to get the first clue, so you'll be all ready for us on Monday, is to sign up for my newsletter, again, below the video, and then that way on Sunday at 3 p.m. Central, I will send you that first clue, and then I'll be back on YouTube Monday at 4 p.m. Central, giving you the clues to make a card using the supplies that you have. So super fun. Hope that you'll enjoy, hope you'll join us, because you will enjoy it, I promise. So, yes, Nancy is asking, do things in the mini catalog retire? Yes, ma'am, most of them do. Look at that mini before it retires and see if there's something that you are wanting, because you better get it. Oh, Debbie says my blouse could be DSP. It could. I told my account manager with Stampin' Up that you guys said that some of my clothes should be designer series papers. And he said, well, where do you think we get the ideas from? So I'll send him a picture of my blouse. Oh, goodness. Thanks, Mary. I'm glad I didn't have a hard time either. You know, it wasn't pleasant to kind of lose some sleep Saturday night, waking up with the chills, but at least I wasn't in the bed for, you know, a couple days or something. So Maria says, Mystery Monday is so much fun. Glad you're doing better, Sharon. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right, guys. I love reading all of this. Oh, Maggie says we can't get the Stampin' Up ink pads here in the UK. Such a shame, as the colors are great and look really juicy. I know, Maggie. You know, I'm hoping that all of that gets better for you guys over in the UK. I know it's been a struggle getting some of the supplies, but hopefully soon. So, all right, guys, have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join Michelle and I tonight and learn how to make some cute shaker cards. So have a good one, guys. Bye.